The question is, how do you get started in pen testing? Part 2. If you want to see part 1, check out the last video on my profile. So summarizing, pen testing is the offensive side of cybersecurity, also called ethical hacking or red teaming. We talked about the technical side of pen testing, where to get started with training, and how to practice and get hands-on experience, and how to progress and potentially even make some money. Now, I'm going to talk about a side of pen testing that a lot of people overlook, and newcomers don't really know about, and this is the business side. I want to focus on the soft skills you need to have to be successful at pen testing, which can honestly be applied to cybersecurity in general. The biggest skill to learn here is writing. After your pen test, the biggest takeaway your client gets is your pen test report that has all your findings and vulnerabilities from your pen test. So it needs to be excellent. Now, writing is a skill, and the best way to get better at it is to read good writing and practice writing yourself. And I have a few tips for that if you don't know where to start. First tip, if you're in school, the easiest way to get started is to take a business communications class. This is a very beneficial class to take, and my advice is to absorb as much as you can. I still remember my business comms class and my professor who critiqued my writing and helped me improve a ton. Second tip, start taking notes as you go through your training courses and other hands-on learning. Now, this is not business focused, but it does help you structure your thoughts and get used to technical writing, which you will use throughout your entire cybersecurity and pen testing career. My personal favorite note-taking software is Obsidian. It's free, very customizable, and has been a game changer for me. I use it both at work and for personal notes at home. Third tip, read some pen test reports to get an idea of what they look like. I mentioned in the last video that I'm a volunteer for the Collegiate Penetration Testing Competition, or CPTC for short. And the main deliverable students give to us, and is the majority of their grade in the competition, is their pen test report. Now, these reports are publicly available and published in the Report Examples repo in the global CPTC GitHub. And just like with any other competition, you have some good examples and some bad examples. You can browse through those to give yourself some sort of metric or idea of what pen test reports look like and learn what's good and bad about each. And one tip of caution here while you're improving your writing is to be careful with AI tools like ChatGPT. Yes, they can be extremely useful to generate text, but never let it replace you. Using AI as more of a collaborator to potentially give you ideas to phrase things or help with structure is great, but relying on it to completely write your emails and reports is not a good move, and will ultimately impact your credibility when it's noticed. You also have to be careful what you share to AI tools because you will be dealing with sensitive information that you can't disclose to the public. The next really beneficial skill is speaking and listening. A lot of times in cybersecurity, and especially pen testing, you're meeting and talking with clients. Actively listening and speaking well is an excellent way to build a relationship with your client and ensures there are less issues that stem from poor communication. Now for me, speaking was an extension of writing. Once I started being able to jot down my thoughts and organize them, speaking became more natural to me. And of course, like any other skill, practice is the only way to get better. So be sure to keep that in mind as you're going through your studies. Keep loving and learning cybersec, follow for more tips, and I'll see you in the next one.